fit again.
To come back from 2-0 down like that, who or what was the inspiration to that?
Kevin with the free kick changed the momentum. I think we started really well. The two actions, set pieces, they are so strong. It's the best team in the Premier League, and we are not the tallest team, I would say. And the first goal was a good action in that term, so we have to admit it. We defend perfectly, but it's good action. And now they had a moment that would have been nervous, not easy mentally to continue. But after the free kick from Kev, changed our momentum, scored the 2-2, and after the start of the second half, the 2 goals quick. But if you see the chances that we had, we could score 8-9 easy because we arrived in the final third in 1-against-1 with the keeper. How many times? A lot. But the work ethic, the way we play was really good.
James McAtee, with the goal that he got, obviously his first start for City in the Premier League. You must be delighted that he repaid faith in you, because you said pretty much you were thinking you maybe should have played him earlier.
Yeah. I know them, so I know how good it is, so I don't have any doubts about that. Sometimes look how many players in the academy in the past, they are shining in the Premier League and in all around the world, and many, many good clubs. It's because the space was not there, because he was senior player yesterday. That's why we won what we won in the past. And McAtee, the quality is there, we know it. He could score incredible hat-trick or 4 goals because the chance that he had was so clear. But it's not easy when you don't play quite regularly, have the composer in the 80-yard box, in front of the goal to score the goals. But I'm pretty sure he will.
Let's be honest, in the first 20-25 minutes, they don't score.
Edison's 4th assist of the season, pretty good for a goalkeeper, but he came off. Is he okay?
Have some disturbing in the past, and 2 weeks, 2 months, 1 month, 2 months ago, and he appeared again today.
So is it a case of wait and see in terms of that injury?
Yeah, listen, the season had been a nightmare in that term, so had been and when you see, okay, Erling injured 6 weeks, could not be worse. And after Eddie, I don't know, could not be worse. So yeah, always can be worse. So it's what it is, and accept it, and 6 finals, FA Cup, and recover the play.
Quick drink, you're all right now, James, you're good. What an incredible performance. Was that the most dominant display that Manchester City have shown from being 2-0 down?
Yeah, I don't think we deserved to be 2-0 down either. I think I missed a few chances early on, and then the game just got away from us a little bit, but we was playing well anyway. We knew the goals were going to come, and luckily they did.
Defensively, what was going on that first 20 minutes? Because they seemed to get a lot of joy down the left, did Palace?
I don't know, I was too focused in the game, I couldn't really tell you, but obviously one was down the left, another set piece, which they're probably one of the best in the league at, so yeah, it was unlucky, but we showed good character to come back.
What was the inspiration, the turning point? Who were the leaders out there that were talking to all of you?
Obvious answers like Ruben, Kevin, Gundogan, Cover. I don't know if I missed a few, but no, everyone was just up for the game, and we wanted to prove a point and show that we was committed, and we want to finish in the Champions League spots.
Congratulations to you, a goal on your first Premier League start for Manchester City, and quite the celebration to match it as well. Is there a better feeling than that?
No, definitely not. I'm obviously frustrated because I could have had more goals, but still, one's enough, so yeah, I'm happy.
Incredible pass from Edison as well. That's his 4th assist of the season. What does that say about him as a keeper? And you're almost always looking for that run.
You can kick it dead far. I'm joking, yeah. He's got a great pass, so when I seen the defence was quite high up, I just tried to get in between them and get inside of the goal.
Look, that is Manchester City back in the top 4. Is this you guys saying, we are here, we are fighting, we are going to make those Champions League spots?
That's the reason we're playing this year. The last 8 games, is it, I think? 6, sorry. Last 6 games. Yeah, let's try and finish in that Champions League spot, and hopefully we can.
Amazing. Congratulations, well done. Thanks, James.
Thank you very much.
James McAtee scoring a goal on his first Premier League start for Manchester City. We'll come to his goal in a moment, but we've got to go to Kovacic's goal first, Glenn, because this was 76 seconds after the second half started. Pep wanted to see a reaction from his players, and he definitely got it.
Well, it was instant, and this was the real sucker punch that killed Crystal Palace so early on in the second half. And just those balls that we highlighted, or that Sean highlighted before the game, of putting the ball at risk a little bit more, and then when it arrives to Kevin De Bruyne in the box, I mean, just his composure to get on the half turn, and then the weight of pass that he lays it back into Kovacic, it's just begging to be hit first time. So many players will play this to him, to his feet, he doesn't, he plays it in front of him, and actually it's a really good finish because he's half sliding into it, controls it, and it just set them up for a brilliant second half.
He had a lot of space around him there for that moment. Kovacic.
Yeah, he did, but the Palace players were closing him down very, very quickly. And like Glenn said, he had to keep that under control, and he chose to kind of slide into it to help with that. And it hit back of the net in the corner.
Yeah, not an easy finish by any means, but he did really well there. McAtee, talk us through his goal, Sean. I mean, this made it 4-2, his first Premier League start for City. Edison with the assist here as well.
It's almost like they worked on it, Sim, because look where Kevin is. Kevin's gone, and it's almost like they're not paying attention to him, but he never seems to really get the ball under control. But once he notices the keeper's there and he gets that little touch through the leg, the composure there to after then get it back onto his left and slot it in. Because it's quite a tight angle because he can't go too wide because the defender's there. So he has to keep it as close to the post as possible. I think he keeps his composure really, really well to slot that England.
It must. I mean, you'll be able to tell better than me, Sean, but it must be an absolute joy for a winger to play with Edison because you can just make that inverted run all the time, and you know he's got the ability to kick it dead far.
It's almost
like what you did there, Glenn.
Like not to the level, but it's almost like having another Kevin on the pitch for those long balls, right? You have another option, and to be able to have a keeper that hits it and lands it where it needs to go, you can just go, sort of thing, without thinking and believe the ball's going to arrive there.
And Pep must be, I bet he's having a word with him about this celebration, isn't he?
Honestly, I definitely would be. It's too risky.
I'd ban them if I was a manager.
Oh, you're taking all the fun out of the game?
I'm sorry. But you know what? It scares me when they do that. But anyway, this is absolutely brilliant. Manchester City, most assists. Look where Edison is. He's only behind Kevin De Bruyne and Savinho and level with all of those players, Doku, Gundogan, Silva and Nunez. And that just sums up just how good he is.
Yeah, and I think he could have had more this year. I think if players made those runs the way McAtee did today and along with his other assists, because nobody really sees it coming. They're more focused on getting tight to those strikers and those midfielders. And if you can make that run from deep, he can find you.
His ability with the ball is incredible, isn't it? Well, let's have a look at 5-2. O'Reilly with his first Premier League goal. Special moment for him.
Yeah, a really special moment, and it was a great finish. Actually, it takes a little deflection, but I think at this stage, Crystal Palace had almost thrown the towel in. But we see where Manchester City's fullback is on the edge of the area there, and he just gets really good purchase on the ball. It's actually a difficult finish to side foot it on the volley from 22 yards out to get that technique and that power. It's an exceptional finish, but just drifts off the back of wall and he's kind of uninterested on the edge of the area and lucky enough for him, the ball arrives to him, acts on instinct, takes that little nick-off climb, but a really special moment for the young man. And also a really big confidence boost for these players as well as they head into the final few games of the season.
It's what you need, I think. Of course, for Nico, you know, he by heart he's a midfielder. He wants to be more involved in attacking, but with the way City plays, he managed to drift into those areas and get himself in positions as he's done over the past few games. And since he's got his first goal, now he seems to be more composed in those areas, as you saw with that goal. And he's just growing and growing, and he's from pre-season, he's just improved so much in terms of his football IQ and learning the game.
He's also the match. Kevin De Bruyne has joined us now. Kevin, thanks for coming out to see us. And this is the first home game for you since you announced the news of your departure. What were the emotions like today coming into it?
No, happy. Of course, you know, the scoreline didn't reflect a bit what I thought about the first 20 minutes. But, you know, we found a way to change the game. And, you know, in the way 10 years is not going to change 20 minutes, you know. I'm going to enjoy every moment that I have here, and I'm happy that we found a way to perform well today.
Tell us what was going through your mind when that Eze goal was ruled out, because that felt like the turning point, and it felt like you then just decided you were going to grab that game and drag your team to the win.
I don't know. I thought the first 20 minutes it was actually all right. We had a couple of chances, but they pounced on two chances, one chance and a corner, and then obviously the Eze chance, and I was like, okay, what's going on here? But I think the reaction was really good. Obviously, scoring quickly, the first and the second, changed the feeling of the game. But I think overall we played really well.
Kevin, what do you need to do from now to the end of the season to ensure you get that Champions League place and you leave the club on a high and where they should be in the Champions League?
Oh, we need to win these games. I know.
Yeah.
No, but I think perform the way that we did today. Be aggressive. This team has always been good when we are aggressive, when we press forward. Of course, we struggled this year, but we need to find a way to win these games. And the most important is that this club next year plays Champions League, and hopefully we can bring that to them.
Yeah, and the young players like McAtee and Oscar Bob coming on today, and the club still is positive for the club in the future, isn't it?
Yeah, I think in the years that I've been here, there's been so many young players coming through, and I think also to play for this team as a young player, the level that you need to have is high, but for them to be able to do that at 18, 19, 20 years means that they're really, really good, and this will help them enormously.
How much are James and the likes of Nico really trying to tap into your knowledge and your experience while they've still got you here?
Well, I don't know. Sometimes they ask questions. Sometimes they look. I think, as a young player, you need to grow a bit in a team. You need time to learn how to adapt to the team. But then I think once you get into a rhythm of really being confident and playing, you're a different player. In the beginning, you're a bit shy. You don't know what to do. But then now these guys are part of us. So there's no difference between me and Rico. He does his job like I do mine, and they feel comfortable with us. So that's the most important thing.
Gav, just watching you out there today, obviously, you've been such a fabulous player at this football club, but it just shows you can still do it, right? And obviously your chapter's coming to an end at Manchester City, but there's more years left in you. So you're looking forward to playing on?
Yeah, of course. It's been a hard year, having a hernia wasn't fun, but I think now I would say I'm basically pain-free for the last 6 weeks, and that's a massive difference. Playing with pain or no pain, it was hard, but now I feel free. I'm able to do a lot of training sessions, and I feel I can do a good job, so I don't know what's going to happen, but I want to play on. So we'll see where I can end up.
Do you think there'll be a moment, when it comes to the last home game here, where you'll be able to hopefully Champions League football in the bag, look around with your family and then take it in, because it's been 10 years, it's been a fantastic 10 years.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know how I'm going to feel.
Yeah.
I've been here so long, my family's been here 10 years, my kids are born in Manchester, lived their whole life here, so it's going to be something different for them. I think they're a bit scared, excited, but it's a bit unknown because we don't know what's going to happen for the moment, but I want to enjoy, play good football like I did today, and for the rest, I'll be fine. So, if I can play football and my family's happy, I'm good.
You want to enjoy these final few games, but to go out with an FA Cup win, Kevin, would that be the perfect ending?
Yeah, that would be brilliant. To be in the semis again is great. We play Nottingham, who's done really well. But we're going to try and give it a best shot winning, and that would be really nice.
Kevin, thank you so much, and best of luck. And we're going to hand you, I'm not sure how many of these you've had over the years in the Premier League, but you are the player of the match. Well done.
Well done. Take care.